My name is Carson Cole, and I am a third-year student here at Wayne State University, and today we will be going through a couple problems for the chain rule in Math 2010 Calculus 1. So to begin, we will look at this problem here, number 1. And for the chain rule, the first thing you need to look at is what you're going to substitute in this problem. And you will be substituting it with a u, a temporary variable u. So this is not able to be done by the power rule currently. But if you take out what's in the parentheses there and substitute it with a u, which you will write over here, so you're going to write u equals 6x squared plus 7x, and then you want to find the derivative of this. So du equals 12x plus 7. Then you want to plug in the u where the parentheses is, where you took out this equation here. So u to the fourth du is what you're going to be looking at. So now you're going to take the derivative of this, and this is pretty simple now. It's just the basic power rule. So you do 4u cubed du. And then once you get this derivative, you can plug everything over here back in. So we'll start with the u. So 6x squared plus 7x, all that to the third, times 12x plus 7. And that's it. That's how simple it is. Okay, so let's move on to another problem here. So for this problem, same concept. You're going to take out what's inside the parentheses first. So u equals 4t squared minus 3t plus 2. Then find the derivative of that, which is 8t minus 3. And then you're going to plug in a u where this line is. So you'll say u to the negative 2 du. And then you want to find the derivative of this, which you will do negative 2 u to the negative 3 du. And then all you have to do from this point is take this, plug it in where u is, and take this and plug it in where du is. So negative 2 times 4t squared minus 3t plus 2 to the negative 3 times 8t minus 3 is your final answer. Okay, so this next problem we'll be using the concepts of trig functions, obviously. So knowing that tangent squared becomes secant squared x. We're going to be using that. But first we're going to pull out what's inside the parentheses and make that u. So u equals 4 plus 10x. Du is going to equal 0 because this becomes 0 but you don't need to include that. 10. So now, tangent of u du, and then we find the derivative of this, which is secant squared u du, and all you have to do from this point is what we've been doing up to this point, which is plugging in u and du. So secant squared 4 plus 10x times 10. It's going to be your final answer. Okay, so now we're looking at this problem. There's an exponential here, and this one we're not focusing on the parentheses because there is no parentheses, so we're going to actually look at this complicated stuff up here, because we can't do this function with just any basic power rule or the product rule or the quotient rule right now, so we're going to have to use the chain rule. So we're going to take u as what's up there, 4t plus t to the 7, and then the derivative of that is going to be 4 plus 7t to the 6th. From there, we just plug in u where that is, so 5 plus e to the u. And then all you have to do from here, after you put the du there, is take the derivative, which is just going to be, this becomes 0 because it's a constant, e to the u. E to the u doesn't change when you take the derivative, so eu du. All you have to do is plug this in where u is, plug this in where du is. So e to the 4t plus t to the 7th times 4 plus 7t to the 6th is your final answer. Okay, now moving on to the next question. We're actually going to be using a natural log function here. So what we should already be thinking about is, what is the derivative of a natural log of x? And that is one that you should remember, which is 1 over x. So it's pretty simple once you actually break this down. So take what's in the parentheses and make that u. U equals 1 minus 5y squared plus y cubed. Du is going to equal, this becomes 0, this becomes 5 or 10y plus 3y squared. And then you plug in u where that is, it becomes ln u du. So we just said that natural log becomes 1 over x when you find the derivative. So 1 over u du is your answer in the temporary variable form. And then that, after you plug it in, becomes your final answer. So plug that into u, plug that into du, you go 1 over 1 minus 5y squared plus y cubed times 10y plus 3y squared. And we'll get this out of there so you can see the final answer pretty clearly there. Okay, now we're on to question 6. So this one includes the square root. So everything under the square root is going to become u. So u equals 5x plus tangent 4x. And then from the previous problem, we know what tangent becomes. So du equals 5 plus secant squared, but then we're going to need another u to substitute for the 4x. So u equals 4x, du equals 4. So secant 4x, and then you can plug the 4 in actually there, so you're just multiplying it. I kind of skipped the steps there, but it's the same process that we used for everything before, just in a shorter manner, and you're basically multiplying 4 times secant squared 4x. There we have it. So now square root of u, and all we have to remember that a square root is really equal to u to the half. So you do, to find the derivative of this, you got 1/2, or u to the half du. So subtract 1 from that, from the exponent using the power rule. It's 1/2 u times 1/2 in front there. Du will be your final answer for the derivative. And then you just got to plug in u and du. So 1/2 times u, which is 5x, plus tangent 4x, to the negative half, times 5 plus 4 secant squared 4x. And that's your final answer there. Okay, so now moving on to another trig type problem. So we're going to do what we've been doing. Make what's inside the parentheses u. So u x squared ex. And in this problem, there's a little tricky part to it because you got to use the product rule for u. So you got to do du equals, find the derivative of this first and multiply it by this. So we do 2x times ex plus the derivative of this, which the derivative of ex is just ex, times x squared. And then once you find that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. So cosine of u du becomes negative sine u du, and that's a trig derivative, so you should know these. And then you just plug in u and du. So negative sine of x squared e to the x times 2x ex plus ex x squared. And there it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. That's all I got. Thank you.